breast milk science. It's a thing, and it's our thing. We're By Heart. Our mission is simple: make the best infant formula in the world. We partnered with breast milk scientists, world-class doctors, and passionate parents to write a new recipe from scratch. And while we put a lot into By Heart, there's a long list of things you won't see on our ingredient list, like corn syrup, soy, or palm oil. Curious if By Heart is right for your baby? New customers can shop the starter pack and get 2 cans for the price of 1 at byheart.com/getstarted. This is a limited time offer. Additional terms and conditions apply.
The Podcast Playground. Hooray!
Here from Memphis.
Hey, sorry, I was watching some guy be a jackass on Instagram.
Let me hear from Tomcat.
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Let me hear from Ramo.
Check 1, check. My mic sounds good. Yeah? Am I? Good, I like it that way.
Okay. You guys rolling in the truck back there? Okay, here we go. Stand by. Outcast Podcast coming to you now. All right.
Every time.
Fucking with his thing.
We're going to have to start over. You guys are supposed to be quiet when the fucking show starts, Tomcat.
Are we?
Yes. We're trying to start the show. I don't even understand what you're saying. All I hear is me off mic shit.
That's the music that we play when we start the show.
All right, you ready? Here we go. Here we go. We got the crew back together. The Outcast Podcast is back for another week. We have our black member of the show, Memphis. What's up?
I really don't like that being presented like that, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay, we have our Hispanic member, our brown guy on the show. What's going on?
I don't care, man. You call me what you want, okay?
I like it.
Coming in very hot,
Am I?
like
Yeah, you
caliente.
All right. I'll
Hella.
back it up a little.
We have DJ Tomcat, our white guy.
Your whiteness.
We have taken a mix of cultures and we've put them together to put together a show that has been a ratings hit. And it's only thanks to you, the fans of the show.
We love you.
And so we're
You.
happy to have you. Lots of great topics to get to on the show.
Stop picking in your nose, you.
Last week we had to start the show by apologizing to the women who were upset with us because we were, I guess, being a little hard on the richest women in the world.
Oh, they wish.
So they say.
But now it looks like the thing that has made us go viral on the internet this week is our Dalai Lama video.
Tomcat, man, you're just killing
I don't
it,
think it was
bro.
that
Can I
bad.
say that the Dalai Lama made himself go viral? Like, were we the one
technically.
that had a kid suck our tongue? No.
If you missed
It's
it,
always the reaction to what people do. Then they try to point at the reaction. Oh, look at you! You reacted to me having a little kid suck my tongue. It's a little,
That's even true in like the NBA.
how not to react when there is a questionable situation.
I mean,
with,
look at that. This is weird, man. Look how he all up on him like that and then tell him suck my tongue.
Hey, some people explain it as just it's a different culture we don't understand,
Here
and
we
they
go.
have a different way of
Moving in for the
so,
sucking.
doing things.
so tongue
Oh.
sucking. Tongue sucking
Maybe he was
is
playing
a
having
thing.
fun.
That's
I don't-
very
like,
weird.
I don't know,
And
monkey.
folks
I
are
don't-
folks are mad at us because we
Well, let me
said
just-
that
I
was
don't-
weird.
I don't judge.
Is
Let me
that-
put it this way. If it was your kid, would you be mad?
well, we have.
I don't understand the culture, so I don't.
Well, I'm
know
just
if
saying,
I'd be
like,
mad.
I mean,
if I
but
lived like
I don't
that,
know.
I mean, I don't know.
Hey, listen.
I think all cultures are the same when it comes to like pedophilia, though.
yeah,
aren't
creep is
they?
a
But
creep.
some people see pedophilia in different ways than others. Like,
Like
I'm
how?
not saying that he's.
What do you mean?
I'm
How?
not
Well,
saying
well,
that
like
he's.
how?
I'm not saying that he's a pedophile, but
No,
I'm just
right.
saying that
Well,
having a
I'm
child
saying-
suck your tongue who is not your child, and even if it is your child, it's even weirder. It's, I'm gonna say sus.
I don't know anything. Well, I mean, sure, in our society, it definitely is. But where they come from, I don't know. I
Unless
don't
you're a
live out
mouth
there. I
breather,
have no
mouth
idea.
breathers probably get along with that because they,
No, it has to be your cousin.
yeah,
then
they,
his
they,
tongue's
they
gonna be all
cousins and
coated.
carrying on, and aunties
I mean, you
and
know,
uncles.
he's 1,000 years old. Like the kid's a baby. Like,
I know, man. What the hell? Like, that's just creepy, man. Listen,
different,
I'm not
yes.
apologizing because it's
don't know.
creepy. I
So
don't
let's
care
hear,
who you are. You should not be put like
All right,
some grown ass person sucking some kid's
Sure.
tongue or whatever.
Yeah, I'm firm on that. I know that they're trying to say that he was
Weird.
that he's the Dalai Lama and that he's not capable of these type of negative things, and he may not be, right? But you do have to understand that there are some things that are just not really, maybe it's anymore, they're not accepted, but having a little kid suck your tongue, I'm just going to say, it's not cool anymore.
Nah.
It's
Well,
definitely
it's
off-putting
not
to
cool
a lot
anymore.
of people.
Well, even if I understand, maybe you're saying that I'm not capable of like they're in live. I saw some of our comments where they're saying we're perverts, so we're casting our perverted notions onto him. I mean, okay,
That is a fact.
We are.
That's a fact.
We are perverts, but maybe that's how we know that that's
Ain't
kind
no
of a
pervert.
perverted.
The hell, speak for yourself. Ain't
What
no
are you
pervert.
talking about? You were
I ain't no damn-
you were the biggest one.
How? How am I a pervert?
So maybe it takes one to know one. So we're just like, that seems like
Dude,
perverted
you-
activity.
You've hit a trick in every state of the
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
Yeah, but
that
you're a damn pervert.
That does
dog.
not make me a pervert because I've
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had sexual.
you're
many sexual
freaking
partners.
quagmire, dude.
in a literal sense, but that doesn't make me a
Giggity.
pervert. A pervert.
Giggity.
Oh my god!
Fucking.
Well, this video has caused quite a stir on the internet.
Oh, my sounds are down.
You're not
I
lying.
had a good moan sound
we,
for Memphis.
we have some
These are enough.
we have some comments that maybe we can be enlightened by some of these comments. But I highly recommend you subscribe and like our YouTube page.
Please.
Go find
Do
our
it.
Outcast podcast YouTube page, and people are watching our videos. Thousands of people now
Do it.
on there. And this person says, according to watching the Dalai Lama video, he commented this: the kid's parent is okay with this. They know very well about the Tibetan culture.
It's disgusting.
In the Tibetan culture, it's normal, like the love between a grandfather and a child.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
like, we
so
don't know
weird.
that.
When I was in middle school, my father kissed me when he dropped me off at school. Well, I understand that. We don't have any negative sense. We have a lot of affection between father and daughter. Tibetan people always think positively. I recommend you practice meditation to train your mind to bring positivity. Dalai Lama
it.
has a perfect heart. You don't need to worry about other kids. Worry about yourselves.
What?
My mind's telling me no.
And then another one says here, OMG, it's just horrible what the Dalai Lama did. He's ruined. And this is from Omar in our comments. In my culture, it is customary for men to kiss each other on the cheek 3 times. Left, right, left. Or maybe right, left, right.
Is he French?
Italian?
However, if a man greets a woman with a kiss that is not his sister, mother, aunt, or daughter, he will get knocked out real quick.
He's Italian.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And we'll do one more. I mean, there's hundreds of comments, so we won't get to them all. But this one
Really?
says, no, you should only trust Jesus around your kids.
Calm down,
gosh.
calm down.
Here we go.
He will protect them and love them,
I don't know.
and he will save them from the tricks of the devil. You can trust
That's
Jesus
true.
and him alone,
Look,
but no one else. No more
believe that.
talk.
Jesus does a great
Did he say
job
no
on
more
my
talk?
lawn, but
Did he type that? No more talk?
No more talk. That's what he said.
Well, we gonna talk a whole
Well,
lot.
you're not going to win too many people over with that argument.
Yeah, no more talk.
oh, whatever. I get it. Hey, people have their own opinions.
Well,
about
it
stuff.
seems
That's
everyone
fine.
feels very strongly about
Sure.
like, and we're not attacking any faith or anything like that. We're just looking at the video and just kind of being.
I mean, it's right there.
we're just kind of being funny about it.
Judgy
And,
dicks.
yeah, we're just kidding, and I don't believe that the saying that the Dalai Lama is anyhow some type of child predator or anything like that.
No,
he
but
like,
a Catholic priest, that's a different story.
He like 1,400 years old.
If
or
it was
some
a
shit.
Catholic priest that was
Yeah.
doing the exact same thing, I would say the exact same thing.
See,
I
true.
promise you. If
Yeah,
I
it's
saw
true.
a video
This
of
is
a
true.
Catholic priest telling a kid to do that, and
Yeah,
the
but
same video,
we got
and it was
evidence with
any
that.
other
Probably-
person, I would say the same thing.
He
I promise
probably
you.
would say more. You think he would probably we know TK very well. He'd probably say a lot more than what you think.
That's
Right, and
hilarious.
I given it the look. If it was any other person but the Dalai Lama, they'd be arrested, probably.
Why do you
True.
feel like you have to defend yourself?
I'm just defending the idea that, I don't know, just defending it. I don't know.
Why you put him on the spot like that?
I just asked him a question.
Stall him out.
No, he's cool. I'm just
Well,
asking. Like you, I don't think our fans like angst is against.
Do we have
you
fans or they just
necessarily.
hate
Of
us?
course, no. But I mean, they need to understand that. We don't understand that culture. We understand our culture.
Well, that's
And in
why
our
I said
culture,
even in our
like,
culture, it
that's
wouldn't
not-
be right. Wouldn't,
Yeah,
I
no,
get what
no,
you're saying.
that-
All right,
that's
yeah,
definitely
sure.
I mean, and I would like to
So
learn.
thank you for
but,
telling us. Sure,
you
like
know.
that's what
That
we
it
need
is
to
cool?
know. Well, not that it's cool, but like your perspective, because we don't have that.
I'm just being a dick.
I mean, I
Of
would
course
like
you
to
are.
learn, but I mean, still, I would say,
I'm just being a
yo,
dick.
that's still
I love
creepy as hell, though. I mean, I love to learn about the culture because I think it makes us greater when you know more about the other.
Oh yeah, they got tongue sucking
but
Saturdays.
that whole tongue sucking stuff,
I-
leave that to the grown folks.
I think that was kind of something that just happened in the moment. It wasn't like a
when
tradition.
they said they had that tongue soup, you wasn't ready. It wasn't what you thought it was.
Maybe
Yuck.
maybe they had the mistletoe hanging like above them or something like that, and
Yuck.
that's why they were making out. Let's move on to something else. We've given the Dalai Lama too much time.
We tongued
Respect
him
to the
down.
Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
Just stay away from sucking face with kids, is what I say.
Yeah, go find an old woman.
Respectfully.
Have you seen that the president, our president, who I respect the position and I respect the president, President Biden is now officially launched his 2024 re-election campaign.
For what?
Where's my sound?
At 80 years old, he will be running for president. Actually, at 81, President Biden.
I like that song.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
That's your president.
Poor kids.
And we talked about it last week. According to the Vegas odds, he's the odds-on favorite to be our next president.
Ain't that pitiful?
I just can't believe
Ain't
that
that pitiful?
this is the best that we have going. Is
Man.
81-year-old guy that they got to prop up to run the
Now
free
this
world.
is where I'm saying watch for the deep fakes, bro. You got like a octogenarian running for president, and he might have to like do these videos and do these debates and shit. If he does them, watch for like robots, deep fakes, facial technology. They'll be like they're gonna have all that.
That's great. I like.
They're
that
gonna
you
wheel
put
him
that
out
on
there like
now.
the Hall of 50 presidents at Disney.
Do we know what his
Yeah.
approval rating is right now? Do we know what Joe
Uh,
Biden's approval rating?
Nope, I have not checked it.
Oh man.
I haven't really paid a whole lot of attention to him, man. 'Cause
We
I'm like,
we need some younger
His
blood.
approval ratings are like, look, hit 70% of people don't want him to run. 70% of all
Well,
the
he's-
voters don't want him to
yeah,
run. That's
I've
a lot.
heard
You
that.
can't get 70% of
Because
anybody to
he's-
agree on anything.
He's,
But they
I
also
think
don't
he's
want Donald
older.
Trump to run.
No, because he's older as well. We need some younger blood in there. We need some good politicians.
But unfortunately, it looks
We
like
don't have any.
we're heading for a rematch.
well, I told y'all last week, I'm putting my name in to run for president. That's the remedy right there. Nobody else.
What are gonna be
Oh,
the
darn.
yeah, what
what-
are you standing on?
yeah?
What's going to
Well, of
be your
course.
platform?
Of course,
The
you know what I
couch.
mean, making, and
Banging hot chicks.
Well, no.
Let the man speak. He's trying to talk about his
I'm
campaign.
a married
Okay.
man
Okay,
now,
I'm
Rainbow.
sorry,
I'm
I'm
a
sorry,
married
I'm
man now. I don't do
I'm sorry.
those things.
I'm sorry.
anymore.
I'm sorry.
Yo,
Go ahead.
dude.
Go ahead. Just
I'll
So
make sure.
hookers then. Just kidding.
Nah.
So what are you running on?
So one, I'm getting everybody out of jail that was locked up for that was up for weed charges and shit. You
That
getting
makes
out, you
sense.
getting everybody across the country. You getting out, and you're not gonna get a felon. Take it off your record. You know what I mean? You're gonna have no F on your report card. I'm gonna
That's a
make
good
sure
one.
women got their rights and shit, so they can, if they need an abortion and all the other shit that they need, you got that too. Listen, hey, it's a common sense thing. I'm working on getting money to like get the homeless off the goddamn street and get these motherfuckers back up
What about
functioning.
Ukraine, Bobby
Fuck
Jenkins?
Ukraine. That's their problem. Ain't our problem. I want their money back.
I
want a
hear we
receipt
got
or
some
something.
nukes set up over there in Ukraine.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Well, but right now I want to focus
y'all
on
some
home
violent
because
motherfuckers.
I want to make sure home good. Because when you good at the house, everybody gonna ride for you. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get all the homeless folks off the street, get their ass
Out of
clean,
place.
whatever they need to get back into function into society. That helps on our national debt. You see what I'm saying? Because that brings shit down. Because motherfuckers working, we can start building shit here in the United States. All kind of shit. I ain't telling all my secrets.
what's
but
your
that's
thought?
just
What's your
enough.
thought on border control?
Border control.
I'm
Listen,
glad you said it, not me. I was
Listen.
thinking it though.
the border. Listen.
We know.
That was my first question, really.
Listen, our country
Such a
borders two
dick.
countries, and everybody focus on the one in the south, but these to be focused on the one in the north. See, people need to understand. I'm make sure you people start learning how to read again and shit. You know what I mean? Like read, and I ain't talking about on your phone. Read in classrooms. Get these teachers right so they have the material and all the shit so they can actually teach the kids. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to worry about getting shot,
Hey, not in
shit
Florida.
like that. Yeah.
They want you to get shot and not read.
Yeah, but that's,
My
like I
kinda
said, we
school.
got plenty of time, we got another few weeks and whatnot, get everything together. I'm going to put my shit in and your boy going to run. That's what's up.
We got to get a war chest together.
You got to have money, too.
Hey,
a lot of
Listen,
money.
that's why y'all going to be on the part of the team. So,
I ain't got no money.
I ain't saying you got to come out of pocket. I'm saying we got to go raise the funds so we can win this thing.
Man, the sperm bank only pays so much per load.
I know. I ain't never done it, but you know what? I'm sure we don't worry about it, dog. We got it. Yeah.
And then on the other side of the ticket, we have Donald Trump and DeSantis who are saying that they're going to be running in the 2024 election.
I heard DeSantis hasn't officially.
Because he said that the other day. I'm not officially.
No.
Did you
How
see
do
how he
how
said
do
it
you
though? He
pronounce
was
his
like,
name
"Oh, we're
again? Remo, say it one more time.
DeSatan?
DeSantis?
DeSatan?
DeSantis?
DeSatan?
What do you don't like about him, Ramo?
Everything.
Everything you don't like about him. His hair.
He's burning books.
He burns books and he's a He-Man woman hater. Honestly, all kidding aside, I think his biggest problem is that he does stuff for show, and when he doesn't have to, he could just do the right thing.
Politician.
And no, definitely 100%. And not only that, it seems as of late, he's been changing the law to benefit his future. And
Truth.
I think that's
in real time.
that's fucking just diabolical. And if you don't think that's a curse on the free world, then you don't understand what this country is founded on.
Quiet.
Like that's fucking it's insane that it's going on. And I dumbfounded that it's happening today in America. Like,
What's happening?
And to back up what
Please, if you
Rainbow
don't know,
saying,
you should-
I forgot what you were talking about. You were talking
He,
so long.
well, you should pay attention.
the one of the counties that he didn't win, but he got more votes than he used to do was Broward County. And what's Broward County still underwater? And he ain't even been. This dude is like, he was in France or some shit the other day. All trying to sell it for
He's
his
not going
fucking
to be the
book.
nominee.
He's not going to get the nominee
Yeah,
because
he's not. All that's whatever.
I mean,
I don't even care
like
about
this
that.
this crazy ass state is going to turn on his ass because he fucking with the
we're
youngsters.
talking about the election and who's going to run for election. So I don't think he's going to be the nominee, though.
No,
Nah.
It's going to be your boy Trump, right, Tomcat? It's going to be Donald Trump.
I think
most
it's going to be.
likely he will be the nominee.
I'll tell you what.
And I think that the
Pence would
media
do
and
better.
the Democrats want him to be the nominee because they think that Joe Biden can beat him.
It's true.
And it's true.
And Joe Biden thinks he's the only Democrat that can beat Donald Trump, which is, I think, why he's running, even though he's older.
I don't think so.
I think Pence.
Plus,
might,
being
Pence
the president's
might
pretty
surprise-
cool. You got Air Force One.
Pence is a little churchy, but he's more middle of the road.
Peanut
than
butter
all
Pence.
this
I don't
wacky
know
shit
about
that's
that.
going
not
on
even
in the Republican Party. I think he's a little more middle road.
He's soft. This motherfucker sent people to kill him, and he was like, "Nah, ain't no way I
What?
want to." No,
What happened?
on
I think
January
he's talking about
January 6th.
He
Them
but
up-
They
no,
came
they
on
were
their
like-
own.
he
they came
didn't
on
have
their
nothing.
own.
He didn't.
No,
I think he was under a thumb for that.
No,
dude.
Donald
Trust
Trump.
Me.
Donald
He
Trump.
had a gun to his head for that one.
Man, fuck that.
You
That-
guys
no,
are on a
fuck
whole
that.
nother
He had a
topic
gun to
now.
his head.
He gun hit my ass
Man,
and then
tell
pull
him.
the fucking trigger. He
Trump's
called-
mafia,
How
dog.
can I ever
Trump is
prepare for
mafia.
these
Trump
topics? We go
Trump
all
call
over
you
the
out
place.
and talk all this shit, and then these motherfuckers go kill Mike Pence, got nooses and all kind of shit, and you just cool with that? You just gonna let that slide? Nah, bro, I don't trust you running the country.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's
He's
soft.
different.
He's soft. Keep your ass in
different.
Indiana. Keep your ass out there in Indiana with your wife. You ain't. Nah, this ain't for you.
He's younger.
I don't give a shit.
He's younger.
Right.
Gavin Newsom's younger.
Who do you think's going to win,
True, yeah.
Gentry?
Him too.
If I had to put my money on it, I probably, I guess, would say Joe Biden. Although, if I'm going to pick a Democrat, I would say Pete Buttigieg. But
Sure.
Still can't
Stop.
say his name, but
I like
Stop.
saying Buttigieg.
Why do you
That's
keep
not
saying
it.
this guy? 'Cause
Well,
you
how do you
said
say
this
it?
last time.
How do you
Why?
say it, Tom?
Pete
and see,
Buttigieg.
you say edge twice. Boot edge edge.
Buttigieg. Buttigieg.
Boot
I say
edge.
Buttigieg.
Okay.
Well-
I don't know.
Well,
Buttigieg.
why Pete Gentry? 'Cause
Yeah, why do you say that?
said that this is not the first. This
I
is the
guess
second
because
time
last year I watched the debates and I felt like all the Democrats had no charisma and they stumbled with their words. And when you see Pete speak, he speaks clearly and he speaks with conviction. A lot of it is looking like you know what you're talking about. I mean, look at Barack Obama. He won because he's smooth. I mean, the guy was really good.
He was a great.
But he was also pretty decent too.
He was a great speaker.
Great.
He was good at working the crowd. When I see Pete, he seems like a charismatic guy that can talk the talk and walk the walk.
You like
Unlike
his policies?
Joe
He's got to
Biden.
play the
Do you
middle.
like
That's
his
all.
policy?
So let me get this right.
Play
So
the middle.
because he's a great speaker and all this stuff. So if let's say
Donald Trump
does
became the
Michael-
president
is-
because he is a marketing machine and he's a good
Okay,
speaker and
fair
he's a
enough.
good debater.
He's
Fair
a
enough.
he's
Fair enough.
he's
So
an icon.
Let's
He's a
just think of
national icon
another
for decades.
icon. Michael Buffer. Does he not get you ready for a fight?
Who's that?
Michael
Oh, yeah,
Buffer.
let's get
ready to
Let's
rumble.
get ready to rumble. Oh,
He's a
okay.
great speaker. He
And you know what?
knows how to entertain a crowd.
Are you saying
I
could he
bet
be
you he-
president?
He could
might be
possibly
something.
be next president.
According to
No,
Gentry,
that's why I said, do you like his policies immediately? Because the policies
No.
are
It's
all
a
that
pop-
matters.
It should.
Yeah, but it's
But
not
they-
what that's
but
not
they-
what matters with the American people. They
Yeah, people-
they
people
are
stupid.
they watch a couple of debates, they read a couple of headlines, and they vote for who makes them
they
feel
want to be
good.
entertained versus
Yes.
educated. That's the problem with American people. They want to be entertained versus educated, and that's why we're in the shit.
Well,
we
you
in
have
right
to
now.
ask.
No comment.
No comment.
I can't. I
What?
guess. What?
What?
On what's going on in America today?
What's going on?
I can't. Everything.
What's
dude,
happening?
everything.
What's
that's happening.
going on in the
What's
world
going
today?
on?
Let's talk about something other than politics.
Yeah,
How about
let's do
that?
it. I
Let's do
like
that.
that. Good idea.
There's two things that bring people together. One is music, the other is sports.
Yes.
True.
Right now is a great time to be a sports fan. You got the NFL draft coming up.
Ooh,
Tomorrow.
yes.
The Chicago
tomorrow?
Bears traded
Tomorrow
away.
night.
The
Number one.
Bears traded away the number one pick to the Carolina Panthers,
They
who
did.
are now on the clock.
They are.
Who will they take? Memphis, you have an idea of who they're going to take.
Yeah, they're gonna take that mouth breather, Bryce Young,
Bryce Young, and he went to what college?
Mouth Breather University.
I got to admit, I feel,
Alabama?
I feel like I'm breathing out of my mouth a lot right now because my nose is stuffed
The
up. so I'm
University
a
of Mouth
Quit doing
Breathers.
blow.
That's where he went.
What about the Gator quarterback? I know there's a lot of hype around him. Number 15,
Anthony
Peterson.
Richardson.
Richardson.
Yeah, I mean, nah, man. My boy Hendo Cinco handled him his ass. Now, don't get me wrong, Anthony Richardson, that dude is kind of a freak, though. So, I mean, if he get in the right system, I can see him doing something, but not like in the first round.
Right.
And you have the NBA playoffs going on, and I know
Yeah.
the NBA loves it when the Knicks are good. It's the number one media market in the country, so it's good for the NBA when the Knicks are a good team. They actually look like they're going to win a playoff series for the first time in like 20 years.
Yeah, they play.
Patrick Ewing.
They could
They play in
go
Cleveland.
all
Neither
the
one of them should
way.
be in the playoffs anyway because they both suck.
Yeah, the New York
Yeah.
Knicks are looking good. Also, LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Never heard of him.
He's up 3-1 against Memphis right now.
Yeah, because
You
Dylan
you're in the
Brooks,
game?
Who
my
wouldn't be?
Grizzlies, Dylan Brooks, dumbass, start talking shit to LeBron James before the series started. And everybody know you do not get that man going.
He's like 100.
And he's
Who's like 100? LeBron?
LeBron is like killing my Grizzlies right now. And Dylan Brooks is looking like a pitiful fool that he is.
Pitiful.
Pitiful
Sad.
fool.
Pitiful.
Pity the fool.
Pity the fool.
Jackass.
And how about Jimmy Buckets with the Miami Heat?
I know.
I
Dick,
know.
he's
What
been at
is
the
going
Bulls.
on with Milwaukee?
56 points in a game, and Miami is leading the series 3-1 over Milwaukee. Then you
Yeah.
have that Golden
Good for him.
State Sacramento series.
Yeah.
How's
That's
that going?
tied at two apiece. And you're surprised. I'm surprised. I mean, the Sacramento Kings, they haven't been good since the Vlade Divac, Chris
Ooh,
Webber.
Nah,
Nice
you know
dunk.
why? You know why the Kings are good? Because look at their coach. He's been the assistant on the Warriors for like fucking the past 5-6 years, and
So
he
he's
just
got the playbook.
so he's just built that team like the Warriors. They just younger. Now I think the Warriors, if they win Game 5 on the road, because they've been horrible on the road, if they can get that win, they'll win the series. But look out for Sacramento next year. They just need a veteran. They just need a vet.
You think?
Yeah, because Sacramento, Golden State, if they don't win it all this year, then it's a wrap for them.
They're not.
Yeah, I mean, I think Phoenix might come out the West. They closed out the Clippers.
Said nobody ever.
I was going
All
to
right.
say that Phoenix might win it all. That's my pick to win it all. Tomcat, who do you like to win the NBA Finals this year?
The Kings. Sacramento.
Sacramento. You're going with the Kings.
That's right.
Okay, that's a
I
long,
don't
it's a long
believe it.
shot. If that happens, Tomcat, I'll
believe
give
you.
you
It's the only team I
$500.
could think of right
I'll
off
give
the
you
top of my head.
$500 if they win it all.
Holy shit, you hear that?
That's
If the
yeah.
Kings win it all, I'll give you $500.
Who's
doubt
still in
they're
the
gonna-
East right now?
I'll take it.
Who do we got?
In the East, you got Atlanta, you got Boston, you got the Knicks, you got the Cavs still holding on, you got Miami, you got Milwaukee.
Still holding.
Yeah.
And in the West?
And in the West, you got Phoenix, you got
Well,
Denver,
Well, Phoenix.
you got LA,
Yeah.
you got Memphis,
Yeah.
and Sacramento and Golden State.
You cancel Memphis out. The Lakers are finna close them out tonight.
Lakers, Grizzlies, Suns, Nuggets, Kings, Warriors. That's who's left standing. right now.
Warrior,
Tomcat.
come out and play, yay.
Who do you pick, Ramo?
The Warriors could be good.
I'm gonna go with the hometown.
Miami
team.
Heat. Miami Heat.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Buckets is
They're an 8 seed, so if they pull that off,
it's
that's
happened.
another long
It's-
shot.
It's happened
Does
before.
Rainbow get $500?
I do.
I'll feel bad.
I'll give him $400
because he
bucks
picked
if
Miami, and I'll
Miami
feel
wins
bad.
it.
'cause
I know
should've picked
you should have.
Miami.
Yeah,
The Heat
I
were
suppose
like
it-
a low seed when they were in the bubble and went all the way to the finals.
I
I'm a
haven't been
huge
paying
fan.
attention
I'm
to
a Butler
this, so
fan.
So they can do it. They can do it.
He always like ups his game in the playoffs. Like he's been there a lot.
Yeah.
He knows how to play.
I'll tell you what, a Phoenix Lakers or Phoenix Golden State Western Conference final will be entertaining.
Yes,
And
it
if you
would.
if you could get the Knicks in there with Boston or the Knicks
Oh, gosh.
with Miami, I think that it will be really good for the NBA.
No, listen.
Agreed.
I don't care what they say about the NBA, but NBA fans, we do not want the Knicks in the freaking Eastern Conference Finals. Knicks fans are like the worst, and they just don't stop. Trust me, we want them out of here. It sucks. Cleveland, they gonna knock Cleveland out, and whoever they get in the next round, hopefully they knock them out. But it's what the hell?
Scam call.
Spam call. Oh, that
Spam
sucks.
call.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
But we
Sucks
don't
both
want the
sides.
Knicks.
And then baseball is also going on. They're about 25 games in. Your leaders right now, 25 games in. How about the Tampa Bay Rays?
Have they lost yet?
Yeah.
They're 14-1 on their home
so
field, but they did lose the game. They're 20-4 on the year. They're plus 88 differential when you take the runs they've scored against their opponents. They're at a plus 88. The Rays are the hottest team in baseball.
That's the name.
Rays.
The devil. You think that they brought the devil back? Because now they do call themselves the Devil Rays.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
you know why? Because they trying to move them out of St. Pete. And I'm like, y'all moved that team out of St. Pete. That franchise will never be good. You got to leave them right where they
Really?
are.
Where the hell are they gonna move him to? Where Tampa plays in?
They were talking about building
where
something in
the
Tampa. There was talk about moving them to
Yankees?
Montreal.
Really?
Yeah, at one point,
Canada?
Yeah. Well, remember the Montreal Expos,
I do.
which are now the Washington Nationals.
Right.
Yeah. So that was the
They
Canadian
almost went
team.
to Puerto Rico.
Really?
The Expos, yeah.
Oh,
They were in the running.
Oh wow.
So your first place teams are the Rays, the Minnesota Twins, the Texas Rangers. Those are your American League first place teams. In the
Okay.
National League, the Braves are at the top of the NL East.
All right.
In the Central, how about this? The Pittsburgh Pirates.
Oh wow, my
What?
father-in-law is happy about that.
I haven't seen the Pirates at the top of the division, and I can't
It's been
tell you
a
how long.
while.
Since Roberto Clemente.
Yeah,
been a long time.
Andy Van Slyke days maybe.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
LA Dodgers at the top of the NL West.
West.
The Dodgers have been owning that division the last few
Forever,
years.
yeah.
You
They
also
got
got
a hell of a pitching staff.
NASCAR
They do.
going on now.
NASCAR, I know
Terrible.
nothing about that.
And
Turn
so,
left. Turn
Yeah,
left.
except turn left and a bunch of Bush
Pro-
beer.
promote stuff.
Shit
Promote
like-
stuff. Turn
Yeah,
left.
Turn left and promote shit.
So lots of sports going on for you sports fans. It's a great time to be a sports fan. It's also a great time if you are a nostalgic person that used to play Nintendo because the Super Mario Brothers movie is out in the movie theaters, and I guess it's breaking all kinds of records. I didn't
No,
really care to see
Benjamin
it.
saw it.
I thought that was
Now,
a
are you
joke
gonna
that they were
talk
making that
about-
movie.
Are you going to talk about I love those sound effects.
Me too.
Are you going to talk about the character that they X'd out of it?
I didn't hear about that.
Because of the
What-
unfortunate name?
What are you talking about?
Well, there's this character called Blackie, and they changed his name.
What did they change it
It
to?
was like one of the bullets.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it was always there.
There was a bullet named
It was-
Blackie.
Yeah, because they had different. I believe it was the bullet. It was like a bullet.
And they
'Cause every
said,
character has
he
a
was
name.
apparently, it was an unfortunate name. They said so. They
How's unfortunate?
Super Mario character's name changed for racist slur in games movie.
How? Okay, so look,
you knew
here,
it was
look
coming,
here.
right?
Look here, man. it got to be
funny.
somebody that's young or soft or some shit that came up with this shit, because everybody grew up when we grew up. Everybody in this room, Generation X, we all, and you played Nintendo and Mario Brothers. You knew all the because every character has a name.
Well, I'm glad you're
You
saying
know,
that, because good
and-
Lord,
and-
that's just
and
the
nobody
most
gave a
ridiculous thing
shit.
I've ever heard in my life.
Nobody gave
the
a
character's
shit.
black, so they called it Blackie. It doesn't have anything to do with a person.
Yeah, it wasn't
it's
racist.
It's a drawn thing.
Bullet.
Fucking,
A
you know what I'm
bomb.
saying? I feel like we always talk about shit
The
like
movie
this.
has now generated over $900 million globally at
That's
the
crazy,
box
son.
office.
I'm going this weekend to see it.
Are you really?
Yeah, we're gonna go again.
It's going to be in the theaters a few more weeks, and then it will be going to demand. For those of you that like to wait until the video becomes available on demand, May the 9th. May the 9th, it will be available, coming to Peacock first, and then it will be on Netflix in June.
Well,
Really?
I will wait for it to
I'll
come on
wait.
Netflix
Yeah, I
because
think
I
I'll
will
wait.
not
They
buy for
changed-
that movie.
Its name to Spike.
Spike.
Yep.
Is the name of the bullet.
Yeah, it used to be Blackie.
So we have a Nintendo here in the studio. I'm
Yes,
a
we
big
do.
love getting the old toys and playing the stuff from my childhood. And I'd have to say my favorite Nintendo games of all time are like Mike Tyson's Punch Out is right up there.
That's
Yes, sir.
Super Tecmo Bowl, we used to always
Hell
play
yes.
Super Tecmo Bowl.
I had the hand game.
And then
Did you?
also Contra. I loved Contra.
that was mine. One of
Contra's
mine
fun.
too.
Up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, select, start.
Right. Yep.
And that was
Yay.
the code, and you could get
Get
all
30
the
guys.
yeah, and that
Which
was
was
enough.
hard enough.
You needed them.
You needed them.
Hell
30
yeah,
guys.
you
still
needed 'em.
probably weren't going to get to the
Hell
end.
yeah, you needed
guys
that.
Suck.
I mean, what? You
Get the
tripping?
fuck
Hey,
outta
now
here.
You lying.
Without
you
them
lying.
30 guys,
I
you weren't
know
getting
it.
out of
Lying.
this.
He
Every
know
time.
he
Get to the
lying.
second or
Every
third
time.
board.
Every time.
Everybody, now let everybody know. There it is. Everybody know Contra. You gotta have all those men.
No, you don't.
What's
Yeah, you
what's
do.
your favorite video game, Ramo, of all time? Did they have video games when you were growing up?
Not when I was a baby.
They had
but
rocks.
When I got older, they had them. And I would have to say my favorite game was, the wooden paddle with the rubber ball on it? Jackass.
Pong.
The little-
Yeah,
you talking about a bolo
cupping the
bat?
ball. Yeah, it was
You had a
cupping the
little. You like the little
ball.
bolo
Those fucking
bats?
assholes.
My sisters had
No,
those.
I would say the one that I probably played most frequently because I was never really into video games was Pitfall.
Masturbation. Oh.
That's not a video game. The
Pitfall.
joystick's a lot
Pitfall.
bigger.
Oh hell yeah! I remember Pitfall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby.
That was so dope.
Love that game.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
like the
that
first
was a
game
lot
I
of fun.
really fell in love
Hell
with.
yeah!
What
Yeah.
about you, Memphis? All-time favorite video game, and what console was it on?
It was definitely Super Nintendo. Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden was my
Ninja
shit.
Gaiden. No,
Gaiden.
Hell yeah!
I
That right
remember
here.
Ninja-
Yeah,
I remember
Ninja
Ninja
Gaiden.
Gaiden.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Shit,
man.
I remember this.
I mean,
Yes.
You mean
look,
the
love that
generic
game.
Contra?
Well, it's not because you
Nah,
use
it's
the
not.
sword.
yeah,
You
and
don't
he's
shoot
a,
shit.
he's a
Yeah.
ninja.
Like
and
I
then
said,
you
generic
shoot shit,
Contra.
sometimes you shoot
Anyway.
shit, and then you can jump on the walls, which was
Yeah,
new.
we used to
That shit was dope.
we used to skip school to go play this video game in the arcade.
You obviously
Oh,
didn't have
good
marijuana
time.
when
That's
you
a
were
great
growing
one.
up.
We did not have
No,
marijuana.
we didn't. Contra was another one,
We did.
and
we
what was
totally had
my
it.
other one?
That guy was
I forget,
hard
I
right
forget
there.
my
He
other
just
one.
beat.
I forget the other one I had.
And what about you, Tomcat? I know you still, at the age of 45, play a lot of
I
video
do
games.
play. I
48.
do. I play a couple out, like an hour, maybe two a day.
A day? Every
Yeah,
day?
Call of
Jeez.
Duty. Yep, I do.
Get a job.
I do have a job. I'm busy, but I
fucking
always
with you.
play like at the end of the night before I go to bed. I jam out. I love
That's
it.
fun.
It's
Hey
fun
man,
as
you
shit.
have to whatever
games
is
now,
your piece.
I always loved playing. I've played since our Atari 2600. I had an Atari. I had all the little games. I had those games.
sure.
And then when Nintendo came out, my favorite Nintendo was probably Double Dragon 2. We were
Yes,
talking about
that's
that.
a
Oh, I
fun
forgot
one.
about
I like
Double
that.
That's a
Dragon.
great one.
Double Dragon.
But
Yes.
then I've played them all. Then when they came out with TurboGrafx 16, I played that
Mm-hmm.
in the best Twisted Metal series with all the little cars.
Yeah.
That was the shit. And then now, the Call of Duty.
Mortal
But
Kombat.
My
there's
favorite
so many good games.
my favorite new game is definitely hands down without a doubt Garage Band.
Oh, that's
Garage
fun.
Band.
Dude,
Yes.
I love playing that. That is
These
so
new
much
games
fun.
where they incorporate playing the with the guitar
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Guitar
like
Hero.
Guitar
all those,
Hero.
Those
yeah.
are great.
Yeah.
and DJ Hero and shit.
All
Like
those.
But you know, a
would-
lot of these new games start look like damn real life shit,
They
man.
do.
That shit looks like
So
hella
are we
real.
talking about that? The real life? What was it called?
It's called Unrecord. Is a new
What?
video game that was brought to our attention by J&J Jacob.
J.
Jacob and
truck.
Jordan in the truck who run the cameras, they're from the next generation.
So this the game right here.
It's called Unrecord, a new video game where players
Yeah, it looks
play
pretty
from the
fucking real.
perspective
Dog, that look hella real, dude.
of a
Yeah.
body cam.
Especially the
They
ground
told me
right
they
there.
weren't recording.
And it
There he
says
is,
that developers
there
are
goes Ramo.
always trying to push
I don't run.
push the hardware and push the software, especially in terms of delivering a game that is realistic.
It
Yeah,
looks
that's
real.
cool.
This
Yeah.
game, Unrecord, if you're watching the video version of the podcast, you can see it looks pretty real.
Yeah, that looks really real. I don't like this shit, dog, because somebody who play this shit and just think and they warp mind and this is real life and come outside and do this shit.
Well, the game we're watching, they're actually holding a pistol, and it's like what's the game you play, TK? Black
Call of
Ops? Or
Duty.
Call of Duty?
Yeah, it looks a lot like it. It's definitely more realistic looking. It
Yeah.
moves quite a bit similar, but definitely, if I'm thinking about the game I play and I'm looking at this is definitely way more realistic
This
looking.
What's disturbing is when your character, I guess, or your person that you're playing as on the video game shoots someone else, it looks like you're really shooting and killing someone.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's real lifelike.
That's the
well, in the
idea.
other in the other games that they do look a lot more like little dudes, and then the way they die, you don't really, you could. But this definitely with the guy with his face blurred and shit.
Yeah, that's
That
what I'm
was
saying.
kind of
Like,
a
this is what
creepy effect.
concerns me because, I mean, this is
All right, let's see
very,
what happens here. He
like,
killed him.
real.
Let's see
Like,
what
they
happens
just
here.
killed somebody, like 2 people.
Well, he was kind of just sprawled out. That's the way they do that on my game too. And sometimes on Call of Duty, like if you hit somebody with a big machine gun or something, their head will be gone. Bloop.
I like
Yeah.
it.
And it'll show them there with no head or
That's
chopped
fun.
all up or blown up. So it's pretty but you can turn that shit off. In the beginning when you start it, you can click no gore. And then you just play the game, but with no gore.
Yeah, but see,
They don't show it.
you know
That's
what?
no fucking fun. I got that shit on.
What I'm saying, like motherfuckers like this,
I
you
was
know,
gonna say,
somebody
sorry,
play this
what am I
damn
gonna worry
game
about,
and they'll
dying?
think it's like
Grr.
they'll
we
think
know that's
it's
gonna
real.
happen.
Yeah, they'll think this is real life and come outside and be like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm doing this shit. I'm in a video game and they'll play insane or some mental health shit."
I
And
think
kill
we're
a gang of
on,
motherfuckers.
we're
I don't
on
like
the
that.
we're on the express train to the future though, Memphis. I don't think we
Yeah, the
can get
future
off
with
of
no
this,
motherfuckers. Because fucking AI gonna take over
I
everything
think
because
it
all
all-
the humans gonna be gone.
I think it all boils down to like upbringing and shit like that. Like it can't be like the kids or the person's only source of interaction with
Who's
society.
talking about the kids?
I'm talking. Well, he's talking about somebody shooting up society or school. That usually happens
well,
with the
yeah.
teenage person. You know, I think
Are
it-
these shooting
it's
games
deeper than the
causing
video
people
games.
to shoot up schools? I don't know. I mean,
I don't say
they
that they're
weren't-
causing it, but they're definitely.
but I think you
training
can
'em.
argue as much that the fucking internet is too.
Huh?
The internet.
Yeah. And it's not just the school shootings, these mass shootings.
right.
Yeah, so
All-
it's like it's
everything.
all of it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
sure.
And like, and, I mean, you know, I ain't
I'm with
joking.
you.
It's
I'm
like
with
for
you.
real. Like that looked very fucking real. And I ain't listen. I ain't no punk bitch. But it's like, okay, you got to draw the fucking line and be like,
That's
yeah,
a song.
yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next topic.
I like white lines.
I'm hoping that Tomcat is okay.
oh,
I know that he told me he was really heartbroken when he heard the headline that his buddy Tucker
Oh man,
had been fired.
I would have sent you
Well,
a nice
from
text if I
Fox
knew you was
News.
in your feelings.
Well, I was hanging out with Don Lemon because he got fired too, and
that-
we were just concerned because now we knew that Ramo was going to have to come up with another Fox News personality to say that I watch all the time now that Tucker's gone.
So is that why you wore
I
that
know.
shirt? You wore that
So who
shirt
is it gonna
to
be?
honor
Well, you gotta
both
figure
Don
one
Lemon
out
and Tucker Carlson. That's why you wore this shirt.
What?
Because you got lemons
I-
and
What?
shit all over
in
your
honor
shirt.
of Tuck, the lemons are for Don Lemon, and the little flowers are for Tucker.
Oh, I like it.
Yes, thank
and
you.
it's pink.
Yeah. No, it's not pink.
It's a little-
Honest truth is, the day that he got fired, Tomcat was here working at the studio, and you
Did
were
he cry?
you were upset about it.
He
Well,
cried.
I was also upset because my skateboard wheels didn't come.
you
Oh,
cried.
that sucks.
No.
So you were upset about multiple things that day. That's why
well-
you were upset.
he cried.
I do watch Tucker, and
See?
but he's not going anywhere. He's just going to be on a different platform, and he'll be able to say what he wants on that platform. The reason I think he isn't,
I don't think you're gonna like that
why not
because
Fox.
he had an issue with what he
nothing
had to
changed
say
at
with
Fox. I've watched Fox still days after Tucker's been gone, which
of
was
course, it
yesterday. or
hasn't
whatever.
changed because they're obviously running the narrative at that news station. So
What's-
you're not getting the facts.
What's the
there.
narrative?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Tucker Carlson? Did you
He's
not see the
gone.
text messages?
What do you know, Ramo? Let's hear from
You guys-
Ramo. You
you
got
guys-
some text
No,
messages?
no,
What
no.
happened?
You guys didn't hear about the text messages
No,
that,
tell
that they
us.
found in the lawsuit about he was
He was
complaining to
bad-mouthing
somebody.
his
Yeah, and
peers
saying
or
that they were
whatever.
making him say all this false shit, that they were making him make false news. Is that what the fuck it is? Huh?
I don't know.
They were
I'd have
making
to-
him do it, bro. But here you are sitting defending that bullshit, dude.
You know
I
what?
don't know what you're talking
I-
about.
Look,
you
I-
can't
for
just
me-
throw some
for
vague
me-
shit out there and try to be like, I just
Vague?
made a huge
How is that-
point and
how
I'm
is
going to
that
die on
vague?
this hill.
What
It was
va-
absolutely vague. We haven't
vague?
seen the text messages. I have
No,
no
they've
idea what
seen
the
it.
fuck
It came
you're
up in
talking
court.
about.
It came up in court.
Okay, great.
That's why they lost the fucking lawsuit, and they got another one coming too. You should pay attention, brother. Fuck. That's
You're
why
going
they
to tell
got rid of
me
them.
I don't have to pay attention.
Okay, well, you should.
Well, here's a nugget that I get you guys to know. Did you know
Jackass.
that Tucker Carlson was fired from 3 major networks: CNN, MSNBC, and now Fox News?
So what do you? So you're basically trying to say that anything he says can't be believed. What is it that he said that you're after so much that you don't believe?
What
of all the things that he said?
What I'm trying
is
to
it
tell
that you don't believe
I
so
don't-
much?
Everything that he said, according to the January 6th shit and everything you find in the text, he said it himself. It
Which
was
is
all
a lot
bullshit.
of stuff. That's a
yeah,
lot to cover
right,
there.
yeah,
all
it was,
bullshit.
Exactly. It was
Which
no.
part?
He said it was. I don't know. Why don't you read the fucking text? He said it was bullshit. They were making him
Oh,
lie,
okay.
and they were
He
making
says
him
that-
say
okay.
shit that he wasn't.
That's interesting.
That he didn't want to say on the show.
That's interesting.
So what I'm telling you is that once he gets his own shit, where he can say what he really wants to say,
I would like to hear
you-
the
me
truth,
too.
Ramo. I tried to
would-
tell you that
would love to
before.
hear
I don't
he's
care
got
what
to
it
say.
is.
I would
I
love
don't
to hear
have
what
a
Tucker
real
has to say.
agenda.
Because here, listen, let me tell you something. You think that I don't like the guy. I feel bad for him because he is another victim, just like all of us in here, of fucking corporate America, okay? They put fucking directives on him. They made him do shit. They told
They
him
made
to
him
do
do
things.
shit. It needs to be
and
clean,
then
though.
he got fucked up while doing that, and then they fucking drop him like a bad
Well, that's
habit.
very
And
interesting
that's
what you say,
bullshit.
Ramo. If that's true, that's very,
There's
very
a
interesting.
lot of truth
Yes.
to what he just said.
Well, I don't
There's a
know.
lot
I'd
of
have to
truth
look
in that.
into it. But
Please do. Please
very,
do. I'm
very
telling you.
interesting.
I'm telling you. Yeah, they
Tomcat,
fucked him.
what is the reason that you heard that Tucker was fired?
I just heard. I actually Googled it, and it's I said, why is Tucker Carlson no longer? And it just says he left in the wake of the Dominion voting systems. I guess they
Yeah,
were saying
because he
that
part
he
of
was saying.
that. He part of that lawsuit because he ain't have to testify.
And there's
or anything
another one
like that.
coming.
Yeah, they got another one
coming.
that's
There's
actually
another
more.
Other people
That's
said
gonna be worse.
It's like more. This was like 2.7
I feel bad for the
billion.
dude, man.
I don't know how a
Yeah.
business stays in business when you get sued for $787 million.
I had a
I don't.
thought-
I don't care how
I
much
had a-
money you have. I mean, that is a lot
Well,
of money.
I had a thought
That's
maybe
hard.
they couldn't afford him, so they
Nah,
were
they
like,
can afford him. It's Fox News.
You
They
just
can
said
afford him.
You
he
just
got
lost
sued.
They're
$787
still
million.
gonna pay
Yeah.
that
He's one of the
money.
highest
They're still,
people.
they still have to pay.
that,
Yeah.
that was one theory I had.
Sure.
I had that theory.
No,
I
they
just thought
can
maybe
afford
they
it.
just couldn't afford him
The
anymore
thing-
after the
No,
lawsuit.
they screwed him.
Well, not afford him in the sense of like he's one of the
He-
main reasons
he-
that
let me say-
that lawsuit
Bef-
isn't that they got named in that lawsuit.
Tucker has such a following that wherever he goes, they will follow him
Sure.
to that place.
Yeah,
And
And,
we'll
and
watch
I
him.
hope he sets the record straight with everything.
I
and
doubt it.
That'd be good. That'd be good for him and his career and everything else.
I don't
But
think so because
as of right now, like from what we understand, anything he
What
said
about Don
there
Lemon? Nobody's
is-
talking about Lemonhead.
I never.
We
even,
haven't gotten
I don't
to
know
that.
anything-
yeah, we hadn't gotten to him yet. But
He's
since-
next.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not.
well,
It's,
well, let's get to him
I
now.
was
it's-
worried you guys weren't going to give him a shot.
Hey,
but I
it's
will say
not a
this.
competition, man.
CNN gave Don Lemon more shine than Fox gave to fucking Tucker. Fox just fucking had Brian Kilmeade on, and he basically was just like, yeah, Tucker and Fox aren't together anymore, and I love Tucker, and that's
And
it.
they
Boom.
just kept it.
Kept
and
going, moving right along after fucking all the years he's been there, after all the shit that he did. I thought that
That
was
lets
really
you
wrong.
know
For
how
them.
much.
That was not very nice. And CNN gave Don a pretty nice little send off.
That's how they. That's
the
how you
prick
know
that
how
he
much
was,
somebody
you know?
values.
And Don, to my understanding, is getting fired because some sexual harassment or saying some things in the way he treated
He's
some
gay.
women.
But I heard, huh?
He's Don Lemon's gay, so who is he harassing? A dude?
Maybe.
Or
It
women.
happens.
Can we look up why Don Lemon was fired? I thought it was something to do with the way he was mistreating his employees. Maybe it wasn't sexual. Maybe it was just degrading.
I think the women around Don, from what I was hearing, were saying that he was giving them shit. That he was being nasty. To
He's
the
being a
women around.
chick.
He was being like a nasty, like a mean girl.
Mean girl.
So, so it must be like
Yeah, I
the
Yeah, they
so
should be
on
used to
that
it.
new morning on that morning show because
What a jackass.
I remember when they
Here
announced
come
that
the
they were going to have a
complaints.
morning show and they were going to put him in those what's that chick? I know one chick named Poppy because I'm like, how can you not remember that name? But then the other gal, and I'm like, well, that's weird. Why they gonna have a morning show like that? Won't work. You know what I mean? That just won't work.
So Don was with him for 17 years. It looked like it
Yeah.
just said up there what they had.
Who's he
them-
with?
CNN.
CNN,
He
right,
was
yeah.
17 years. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
Then
know
they
what's
moved him
going on
to
with him.
He
I didn't-
was at his night show for a long time, and then they moved him to the morning show with the two women on either side of him, and that's when he had gotten some trouble with the comment about women being past their prime about Nikki Haley, and that's what kind of started this whole thing.
But that was funny as
That's
shit,
what
though.
started this whole shit with him.
What a dick.
I mean, and
He
it's like,
did-
how you gonna
You
get
can't
upset?
say that out loud.
I mean, how you gonna get upset with a gay guy saying some shit like that, man? Like, he was telling the fucking truth.
Hey, man.
Like, listen, it was.
Everybody's treated the same.
Listen,
Gay guys don't get special treatment.
They
You
don't-
can't say that to people.
man, fuck
I don't
that.
care who you banging.
Man,
I think
look.
Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon should
Nikki
team up,
Haley is past
do a
her
show
prime.
together.
That would be fun.
That would
they
be a
don't
good
have the
show.
same- they
It
don't
could be
each
like
other.
Michael A. and what's his name? They had a great debate show.
Tucker used to call him the
Like
dumbest
Stephen
man on
A.
TV
and
every
Skip
night.
Bayless.
Oh,
Yes,
It'd be
yes,
great.
that one.
Oh, Skip and Stephen A. Yeah,
They had a great debate show.
They
dude.
did.
They
but,
had an
but
awesome debate
ESPN screwed that up, so now Fox Sports One winning. They winning right now.
What do you guys think about them replacing Tucker or Don Lemon with AI? Like, because that's a possibility,
No.
right? This is getting better and better. That maybe they'll just put some robot
I
up
don't
there to do
trust
the
this
news.
AI
I don't
shit.
trust it at all either, man. So
Nope.
fuck
Of
that
course,
AI
TK
shit.
don't trust it.
I don't
He's about
trust
to
it.
lose his job
Nah,
to it.
I don't,
We don't know about that yet.
I was actually thinking that maybe we should fire our news guy. It seems to be a trending thing. You know, Tucker Carlson gets fired.
Yes.
Don Lemon gets fired. Maybe we should fire our news guy because
He's such a liar too.
you almost broke the camera last week. You know,
What do you mean? It is broke. Look at the goddamn wire hanging out the back of it.
No, he said that was already like that.
he went DJing with me last week. We DJ'd a prom and he almost broke the smoke machine.
Oh,
all of the juice fell out of the smoke machine because he's carrying it upside down.
Oh,
So for like the whole gig, TK is covered in fog juice, and it
That
doesn't
is-
smell good either. So he didn't smell good.
That's hilarious. Well,
Fog
he didn't
juice.
anyways.
I was
but
smoking.
now he had a reason.
So we've started to look into ways of possibly getting rid of our news guy because I've just about had it with Top Cat. So we've hired. I've got AI now. Gonna take your job,
Oh,
Tomcat.
Oh
See?
man, this is
Let's
fun.
go. Let's go to our new news, man. This is Artie Intel with the news.
already intel.
Yes, artificial intelligence
Hey, I
now will
like
bring
it.
you the news because, well, we don't need a newsman, and our news guy is not that good anyway. So here's our new newsman,
I'm only listening to this out of protest.
Artie Intel. How you doing, Artie? Take it away.
Thank you, Gentry. We're excited to try out for the Outcast podcast, as
Happy
we
to
are
have you.
pretty much outcasts too. With AI tech going so fast, Micheline and I may go the way of Radio Shack. Really cool, but not necessary anymore. And now the news.
Here's the news.
It's good news. Presented by BetterHelp.com.
Oh, even
It's
takes
true.
care of the
Humans
sponsor.
need therapy
Love
now
that.
more than ever. BetterHelp offers convenient and affordable therapy anytime, anywhere. Save 10% with code OUTCAST.
Oh.
Visit BetterHelp.com/Outcast to get help and get happy.
Criminal justice reforms in Michigan took effect last week, clearing the criminal records of nearly 850,000 residents. The bipartisan clean slate legislation, as advocates call it, triggered an automatic expungement process starting last Tuesday,
I'm working
wiping
on
clean
mine.
a range of convictions from people's records following a defined waiting period. Michigan has about 2.8
Crazy.
million people with criminal records. Many of those convictions are low-level, non-violent offenses, while others were committed as juveniles.
It's
Expungement.
pretty good.
You are
Pretty
fake
good.
news.
Pretty good news so far. I mean,
The AI-written
fucking
email
terrible.
was successful. The landlord fixed both machines.
And what about the rent increase?
Well,
Oh, he's
the
even
rent
got
went up.
Oh, he got two people.
Two people,
Well,
male
that's
and
that's
female.
It's fucking
news.
cheating.
Sure is. For
got
Michelin
this,
Learning and the
TK.
Outcast podcast, I'm Artie Intel. And that is how your news could sound if you get rid of TK. I can DJ, I'll never break the bong, and I don't eat the snacks. I won't talk over you. He's been arrested, you know,
Oh,
for
you-
pot.
Wait a minute.
And he's always
Why you-
filming.
Wait a minute.
I'm better than TK on guitar.
Oh,
have
yeah.
Ableton built in. Okay,
Oh.
okay. One more. PK, you're slow, I am quick. So why don't you suck my data stick?
And don't forget BetterHelp.com, bitches. Trust me, if you're a human, you need therapy. Go to BetterHelp.com/Outcast.
Oh, man.
Hey, TK. I'll be right here. You know what for.
Daryl.
Oh,
You are fake news.
that's pretty good. That was pretty good news.
Yo, man, I don't appreciate that thing, man. Putting my guy business out there like that. You know, the world didn't need to know.
Tried me.
You know,
Said that
TK
you-
business and carrying on, man.
I don't know if we did a background check before we hired our news guy. Maybe we should.
Because it's
Yeah,
too
I don't-
long, I think, here.
You know what? I like my
I'm
my
pretty
news
sure we all know he went to jail.
live, local, and the most important live.
I
Like,
think we'll
live.
keep a human around. I guess you know.
Yeah,
Well,
there
let's
we
just see
go.
how good you do.
There we go.
Let's
we like
go
our
to.
clan member.
Let's, I don't know about that. Let's go to our newsman.
This world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one.
He's Cuban.
Not really.
You okay with that?
What do you
That's
got, newsman Tomcat?
Ho, ho! April 26, 2023. This is the news. First off, we do happy birthdays. AI didn't wish anybody a happy birthday. We got Channing Tatum, 43. Happy birthday, Channing. Melania Trump, sorry. Melania Trump's 53. She's beautiful. Jet
Yeah.
Li, 60 years old.
You got to give me Carol Burnett.
Still kicking. Carol Burnett,
Yes.
Today's her birthday.
90.
90.
Nice.
Carol Burnett. Tion Watkins. You know who that is? 53.
No.
Yeah, it's
T-Boz.
Yeah, T-Boz.
Oh,
TLC.
really?
All right.
Awesome.
On to the news. Harry Belafonte died. That is
Yeah,
sad
that's
news. Also, we had our boy Trump visit our pizza place right here
He
in
did.
Fort Myers,
That's
Florida.
hilarious.
He made the news, and everybody was talking about how he was saying he was going to give people a slice of pizza that he ate off of. Here's a clip of that.
Disgusting.
So he did try to give somebody a slice. He took a bite of it and was trying to give it. The guy actually saved the box that he had ordered the pizza from. So he handed out some slices and everybody was all pumped up. But that was right here in our city.
I heard they're having a bonfire later.
Yeah, they're going to burn the place down, I guess.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
place is my favorite.
So no 100-mile high club in space. Space
100?
tourists will have to sign legal waivers banning them from having sex in space, experts
oh
claim.
man, what the hell?
That's right, Bobby James.
Can you get an erection in space?
According
Yes,
to
you
Professor
can.
David Cullen, a professor of astrology at Cranfield University, there are unanswered biological and legal questions surrounding sex in space that need to be urgently addressed.
Like?
Conception could lead to harmful effects of radiation on the embryo, which could lead to litigation against the organization that hosted the flight.
Oh.
Check it out. Or you could have an alien baby.
Or you
So-
can just
Some
Space
people
tours-
have that anyways.
Space tourist newlyweds may therefore have to sign legal documents that prohibit sex during their flight in case they conceive a little alien.
I wonder how seamen fly in space.
A young boy
Right in the
has
face.
lost his testicle while bending over to pick up a golf ball.
Ouch.
16-year-old Utah boy met with the freak accidents of all accidents when one of his testicles retracted inside him while he was trying to pick up a golf ball. According to the Winceworthy account, the young man had felt an acute pain in his groin while leaning over to retrieve the golf ball from the green. When the teen inspected his nether regions, he was horrified to discover that his left testicle was not in its usual spot.
That's a big one, too.
Where did it go?
It went up,
It
like
probably-
kind of up in him.
his-
Apparently,
in
he
his-
has a condition and
It's like a hernia.
rectal left testis since he was 11
Yeah.
years old, where his one testicle will get sucked up into that little space right there. But this time, it went up and it didn't come back.
Reason why I know this is because that shit happened to me when I was a kid. I had to have surgery for that shit.
You had
True
your
story.
you had your balls go up inside you?
Yeah, my left testicle would go up, but it was like that because I got kicked in them balls
Oh,
by
shit.
this girl when I was a
I'm
kid.
not
My-
surprised.
well, I didn't do nothing. She was this little big mouth girl and just whacked me and shit. I was like, God damn, that hurt, but it fucked my shit up. But I had surgery and now I'm good, obviously.
You sure? You good? No, I'm just kidding.
I am
fine.
A
positively
subsequent CT
good.
scan revealed that the ball was fortunately intact, but it traveled way off course. The wayward testicle had ended up in the canal running from his scrotum nearly into his abdomen in a condition known as testicular ascent.
Do you think it was like a
Oh,
pinball?
boy.
They had it on the x-ray and it was
It's
just kind of
like
rumbling
bing,
around in
bing,
there,
bing.
but it wouldn't go down the hole because the
Ouch.
paddles kept hitting it.
I feel
Talk
for
about a
him,
hole in
man.
one.
I feel
Put
for
that
him.
on.
Ouch.
Yeah. Also, there's a gun ban in Washington, like the biggest gun ban that's happened in a long time. They've banned assault rifles. So House Bill 1240 prohibits the manufacture, importation, distribution, and sale of assault-style weapons in the state, with an exception for sales made and to armed forces and law enforcement. So Washington state gun ban.
The state of Washington.
The state of Washington.
If you-
it is
enacted,
out there in the
yeah.
Pacific Northwest.
Ain't
There you go.
nobody out there.
If you like
Yeah, yeah, it
guns, you should go to Nebraska. I went to a wedding in Nebraska, Omaha.
Oh, that's
this
right.
past
How was
weekend.
that?
Yeah, it was fun. Had a great time at the wedding.
How was the gun store?
But
though?
I went to Shields. I heard this comedian talking about the store called Shields, and he's like, if you ever go to Omaha, you got to check it out.
Interesting.
He said you can actually try the guns. You can walk around with the guns. I was like, wow, this sounds dangerous and interesting. I want to go check it out. So I went to this place called Shields, and no shit. You can just pick up shotguns, pick up handguns, point them around, people pointing them various directions out. Obviously, they're not loaded, but seems kind of dangerous, though. I mean, if you have a bunch of guns in a place, what if you came in there with a bunch of ammunition? Started, packing them all full of magazines and taking people out. It was an interesting place. Shields, they had sporting goods. It was like Bass Pro Shop on steroids.
I'd have to believe that anybody that would be stupid enough to walk into a place like that and try to shoot it up deserves everything they're going to get.
That's the
Because
general
I can
idea
fucking
when
guarantee you-
people say that they want more guns around than less guns. That's the general idea.
I can tell you
That
the
with-
people
Yeah,
in
but
the
I mean,
everyone has a
store-
gun. You're
Yeah,
not going to
but-
want to try anything.
Yeah, but
well-versed.
that's a gun store. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they're well versed.
yeah, like
the
you-
people
you-
that work there, they know their
Well,
guns.
no,
They're
all the
probably-
people are walking around with the guns.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying not only that, you're going into a place, you're going to try to manhandle a firearm that somebody there has probably presented to you or that you asked to look at.
You don't
Like,
even have to ask to look
No,
at
no,
them.
no, no.
They're on
No, no, no,
racks
no,
that
no.
you just
They're
grab them.
wandering around with them.
You can grab it and then go to the
This is a
checkout
different
counter.
kind of a
But
place.
no.
Like,
I
I
understand
like-
it. I'm still saying that, but I'm pretty sure the motherfucker that's working at the register is a fucking gun nut. as
Well, I'm
Like
sure you're
everybody-
not going to. Yeah, you're going to die if you try to do anything in there immediately.
quickly.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's kind of that's kind of my point, though. Like that's why I always feel safe, even around people who have weapons, because
You're a criminal?
well, sure, but also because I'm used to it, but also
Yeah.
because.
Ever since he was a baby.
But because you know that if anybody does anything, they're fucked.
Maybe.
unless they got a bazooka,
Or
then
unless
you're
they're
all
with 'em.
You're not allowed to
fucked.
have those.
See, and here's the thing with
Why
that
not?
as well, is some motherfuckers aren't fit to have guns. And they're the motherfucker that'll get slapped, have the gun taken away from them, and now the
Yeah.
bad guy got
Karate
3
kick,
fucking guns.
Jet Li, 60
You know
years
what I'm
old.
saying?
I think it's less about the guns and more about mental health.
The people, yes.
And if you need someone to talk to, you should go to our sponsor's website, betterhelp.com/outcast. You can save 10% on your first month service. You can get therapy right from the comfort of your own home.
Yep.
So if
Worth
you're
it.
thinking about going to Shields and getting a shotgun and maybe taking out a school, get BetterHelp
Do it.
way before you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Exactly.
BetterHelp.com/outcast. It could save your lives and it could save others. So please, we're begging,
Ours.
get help.
Do
BetterHelp.
it because you know you need it. So stop jiving around. BetterHelp.com.
We're shooting you straight. I
Go
mean,
see the Super Mario movie.
yes.
It's going to be fun.
We'll see you next week.
I'll wait
Bye.
for it on Netflix.
Me too. I'm broke.
It
I got
was
a
all a
fart.
dream.